Hello and welcome to today's session where we will be going through some player trials as well as continuing the main story of the Filthy 20. For those that haven't seen last week's game, I recommend that you go find it on the YouTube channel. First and foremost, I know that I'm still muted, do not worry. That you go find it on the YouTube channel by the name of Rex of 100, as we have lost one of the members known as Valkyrie, who was being played by Luigi. Now, we have two people that are going to be trialing for today's position. Hopefully we manage to gather some viewers, as I will leave it actually up to viewer discretion if we hit around 20 viewers, preferably. If we're not, we will have a team vote and move on from there. We left off last time, Valkyrie being shot by the Twilight Guard. The entire party was unfortunate enough to see it. Fergus yelled for them to stop, but it was for no use. They ended up going forward, realizing that their so-called blessings and their magic was nothing more than a curse in reality. They venture onwards to the next town, hoping to find what they need. A herb that can cast Wish when used and purified by a Plague Doctor. Some quick background for those that don't know. The world is heavily against magic, hence why Plague Doctors are more sought after. Jackson Hayes today is unfortunately at work, and therefore I will be RPing his character. And we will now begin. Today with us we have Crow, the half-elf. Cough cough, Sean, introduce your character. Sean.
Yes.
Can you please give a brief description of your character?
My character, I'm Crow. I'm a half-elf from a town called The Nest, and I'm an arcane archer.
Alright, thank you. Next, we have Fergus, the human gunslinger.
Hello, my name is Fergus. I am from
A small farm town outside of the guard village. You're fucking welcome, Jesus fucking Christ, people. I feel
like
dead
that,
on the
sorry.
inside. If I sound dead on the inside, that's cause I fucking am. Deal with it. With us today we have two more characters. They are going to be introduced now. First of all, we have Varius. Can you please give a brief description of your character?
Hello, my name is Sylve. I am an assassin, brought up by an assassin.
Thank you, that's a very fucking good description. I meant what you look like, you twink!
Sorry?
What do you look like?
My what?
Jesus
Sorry.
fucking Christ, I'm gonna fucking hang a noose in my room and kill myself. That's probably against Twitch, TOA. Please fucking ban my account. Fucking hell. What does your character look like? A brief description.
Sorry. Basically a 4'5" woman, bald, you can identify her by the hooded cloak she normally wears with a scarf, and down her left arm she has a bunch of stitches going down the line.
Alright, and along with that we have Intrix.
Hello, I am a knight. I used to be a farmer, but now I am not. I used to hail from one of the old farmlands, which is now dying. I'm about 6 foot tall, and on my mid-30s. I have no idea what I just said there. Mid-30s, blah blah, can't English, sorry.
Nothing's different.
Yeah, professional.
Indeed.
Anyway.
Alright, now. Shall we begin?
Yes, we can.
The Plague Doctor and Jackson Hayes are at the front of the cart. Jackson Hayes, through this time, is slowly unbandaging his wounded arm. The pulsating form of pus and pestilence now glows a dark red. Small sparks fly through his fingers into the palm of his hand dancing like two lovers. In the back, we have Crow and Fergus. What's going on in the back, guys? After all of this, what's your guys' reaction? Just a mere 30 minutes ago, Valkyrie was killed in front of you.
I guess I'm still quiet and I haven't talked.
Same,
Alright.
actually.
We're all just sitting there like,
Mainly just thinking through it without saying anything.
trying to process what the fuck just happened.
That's understandable. Alright, so as you're going forward, you feel the cart kind of sway at one point as you hit of a more rugged path. The wheels begin to jump up and down, one of the pins falling out as you hear a large crunk. The wheel falls off and it kind of slips away into the forest line. You just hear Jackson Hayes begin to swear slightly as he gets out. Can you all give me dexterity saving throws, actually?
13.
Yeah, same. 13.
Alright, you both fail. You kind of are sitting there for a moment, and then, given the sudden disappearance of the wheel, it kind of tilts, and you're both suddenly slammed against the side of the cart. You take no damage. Luckily enough, you don't roll that low. So yeah, what are you guys gonna do?
I go out and check what's going on.
The Plague Doctor kind of like steps onto the ground as well as Jackson Hayes. Jackson kind of looks it over. He reaches down and picks up the loose metal rod which was connecting the wheel. It's similar to a butterfly pin, this kind of contraption. Similar to the Maltese cartoon. It's something that they use to keep the wheels in. The wheel is nowhere in sight and they begin to look around. In the distance, they see this peculiar woman with a wheel under her arm coming towards the cart. Cough, cough, guess who?
Hello.
You guys see the strange figment just appear out of nowhere with your wheel.
I think that's ours.
Indeed.
Well, I just found it lying around. Find it.
Could you please give it back?
I could, for a price.
We have no time for this. Just please give us back the wheel.
Oh, fine. Then not so. Tosses the wheel back to her.
Dexterity
attempts to
check.
ca-
Both
Wait,
of you.
who?
Both of you.
Oh.
If you roll the natural one, you drop it on your big toe. Kind of thing.
Natural 20.
If no,
Dexterity, right?
yes.
I got a 10.
Are you adding your modifiers, not like last
Yes.
time? Thank God.
Yes. Shut up!
You manage to grab it slightly, it kind of like bends your fingers slightly backwards, but it's just slightly painful. The Plague Doctor just reaches under the cart, lifting it back upright. Jackson Hayes looks over to you and like, yeah, gonna hand over the wheel then?
Yeah, I give it to him and see if we can fix it.
The Plague Doctor kind of holds up the cart and you see Jackson Hayes. He's done this a few times before, and he just like slowly slides the wheel in, puts on the butterfly pin, quickly fastening it tight, and then slowly does that. As they're doing this, it takes about a solid 5 minutes. How are you guys communicating with this random person who offered you a deal, found your wheel, and was in the woods shadily for no reason that you can think of?
So who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, I go by many names.
Just get to the fucking point.
Can you at least
Story
tell us
of my
one?
life.
My name is Sil. Pleasure to be acquainted.
Your microphone is cutting.
My name is Sylve. Pleasure to do acquaintance with you all.
Hi. My name is Fergus.
And you, sir?
I'm Crow. But we're communicating here. You just give us a wheel. Now you can shoo away.
I could, but I did see what was happening.
What do you mean?
Well, remember the other person that got shot?
You were there?
So wait, you're telling us that from 30 minutes before till now, you somehow ran the speed of our cart, if not faster, and found our wheel.
It's
That's
not
not
that
creepy at all.
fast, just saying. It's like you guys have been going over a very rough path, hence why the wheel slipped out. But yeah,
So why
you
have
still
you been
can
following
find
us?
it peculiar, yeah.
Well, let's just say this. Yes and no. I did find your wheel, but I was not following. I was just happened to be passing.
Jesus Christ. Alright, Reese, for the love of all that is fucking holy, please fix your mic.
Give me
Yeah,
a
yeah,
technical difficulties.
Professional.
Yeah,
Professional!
I don't know why. I'm talking clearly right next to it. 1 second.
take your time.
Does this? Oh God. There we go.
Reese,
Can you
just
hear
make
me?
sure, just make sure that your mic is always on, not on
Yeah,
the setting
it
of
is, it
voice
is.
activation.
No,
Does
it's not.
that
It's
voice
not
activation?
sitting on a voice activation. I'm using the automatic mute button on my fucking thing.
That's
click-
probably why. Don't use that. Just make sure.
As all of this is going on, I'm going to do a quick disclaimer as well. Again, I'm going to do a slight repetition. We currently have 2 players for the simple sake that we had Valkyrie go out. They had applied in the beginning of the stream when we were still in session 0. There was a lot of back and forth, as well as the fact of who we wanted. We didn't want to show favoritism, although we do both know these people in real life and whatnot. And thus, we basically created this. Now, we are kind of hitting around 8 to 9-ish viewers at certain points. Now, this video will be later uploaded on a secondary channel, as I mentioned prior, known as Rex400. On that video, your guys' opinion will actually matter. From there, please leave a comment with whom you want, either A. Varus or B. Entrix, or who you want to see in future campaigns. This can be done, I will say, 2 weeks, because we will be skipping next week's stream due to me having prior arrangements and the fact of burnout. I have my own personal reasons, my own personal affairs. I hope you understand. And now we are jumping back. Alright, so disclaimer is over. Now,
Yep. Problem is fixed. Shall we?
Hopefully.
Where should we? So
Jackson Hayes kind of like stands up after you guys were talking, kind of like stretches out and he turns to you. So it's abroad. What's going on here?
my name's Sylve. Nice to meet you.
Kind of like
She's been following us.
Follow-
Back
I
from
have-
that brutal execution.
I was not following you.
Oh, so you
You
conveniently
can
passed the same route.
You see Jackson Hayes kind of reach for his sword sighted. The Plague Doctor is reaching into his coat. And there's a bit of silent communication. Given there's Jackson Hayes, I'm not going to RP it out, because there is no reason for the rest of you to hear it. And, alright. What's the point for following us then? I assume you want something. You offered us something in return for the wheel. We didn't accept, and you gave us a wheel anyway. What's
Let's
your
just-
story?
All right, I'll tell you. I am a hired assassin, a mercenary, if you would.
Alright.
I was hired to slay a particular person. That particular person is not here anymore. So I'm without a job. And you're a man down. Get my drift?
To each their own, that's the way of the land around here. We don't know you for squat. So,
And you
in
think we're just
simple
gonna
terms,
accept you after knowing that you were gonna kill our friend?
A job's a
yeah.
job, honey. I have my own ideals in life,
And we
I-
don't necessarily need another person. Like, it might be helpful, it might not. You might hold us back, we might hold you back.
Well, just ask your little friend over there. I know him, and he knows me. Remember me, honey?
He's going to do a history check at advantage, and that somehow went off the fucking table.
Professional.
Yep.
Professional!
I have
Very
my tray on the other side of the room, and I'm too tired to get it. Hush. 13. He kind of like looks at you a tiny bit. Yeah, you're one of the Kingsmen, if I'm not mistaken.
I was hired at the time, and we did a job together. You know how reliable I can be.
It's gonna do another check. He remembers being freaked out by your practice of stitching. You asked, I fucking responded.
So, yes, my practice of stitching. Whenever I get a job done, I get a stitch. It keeps track. Better than pen and paper. Something more permanent.
You ever heard of fucking tally system? You just get like a dog tag or some shit, put it around your neck, and each time you carve a number, you crazy fuck.
It's the same thing, but the dog tag is body.
But you say permanent, but a stitch, you know, can loosen if you don't do it well.
Regardless, he kind of like at this point you see him like he's pulled half his sword out. We would appreciate it if you would, how do I put this gently, fuck off.
I mean, I could.
You're an outsider here. You admitted to one in killing one of our friends. You're not giving us much leeway in the sense of trusting you. I mean, you can kind of get our point across here, and if we don't make our point across now, we can make it even better.
Okay. Fine. I came here to do a contract. I pull out 3 papers and show them right in front. I have these 3 documents over here. Document 1 states on if you would hire me for 1 kill. I would join you, kill that 1 person, and I would leave. The end. You can hire me again after that, up to you. The second document is time-based. You can hire me for a certain amount of time. Once that time runs out, you can re-establish it or not. Completely up to you. The third document is a little bit more complicated. It has to be established by the party leader. Which one of you is the leader of this group?
Jacqueline Hayes kind of like looks over to the plague doctor for a moment. Given he's not the talking type, that would be me.
Okay then. So, I believe you've seen this before. So the third document will have you establish the terms and conditions. Would agree? Agree? We dispute on we sign how the loot will be split. And I would permanently join for the party until you are deceased.
So, Merc for hire with a lifeline. No, this can only go well. Alright, listen here, we'll take your contracts, it makes you feel any better, but we'd rather you fuck off, we'll call on you when we need you. But right now, you're giving me the heebie-jeebies. You're giving my mate here, Fergus, a firm round for his money. And I really doubt Crow wants some random fuckhead that wanted to kill somebody else in the party, just like myself. Buzz,
Again, it's just a job. You've done it before. No point in judging.
I ain't judging, don't worry about that, but... Look, we may have started on the wrong foot, but I don't know why I'm giving this voice, I'm sticking with it.
He's Western.
You're... How do I put this fucking gently? You're a weird fuck, let's just say that. Get the fuck out of here, mate. Fuck off. We will have no reason to trust you. Take your fucking contracts and we'll burn them later for all we fucking care. Might use them as toilet paper whenever I don't find any in the stall. Who knows? But Piss off, mate.
All right. I see you're heading into the next city. I'll be there too. You know where to find me. I hand him this whistle, and I fuck off. They just
Roll for rape whistle.
What?
Again! Fucking professional.
Indeed.
I'm not even the one that fucking pulled this out. He did.
Hello, Dorkamice. Thank you for the follow. Hope you enjoyed the stream. He kind of like takes the whistle and he kind of like looks at you weirdly. This isn't a sex thing, right? I ain't swing that way. There's no yaoi in this group.
I'm a female. What do you mean?
Fucking beat me to it.
Alright then.
Great. Someone can't even tell that I'm a woman. Oh well. So, just blow on this in the next city.
To be fair, you are hooded and you look and sound like a guy.
Looks can be deceiving.
No, I'm saying that as Max. I'm saying that as me. In game, you look. This is Max DM mode. You look and sound like a guy. In game, you're a fucking butch.
Wait, Max.
Fuck's sake.
Max.
Uh-huh.
Roll for professionalism.
Wait. Where's my fucking D60? What do you know? Natural fucking 14. Moving on with our life. Very professional. This is why I drink. If anyone wishes to donate, it all goes into the alcohol fund, which keeps me sane. No, not really. It goes into bettering the podcast. Eventually, I want to have like a map thing on my separate desk and shit. But I have to figure out how I have to do that. I'll probably have to buy a tripod and shit like that. So any donations are very appreciated. I'm moving back to the game. Varus,
I hand him the whistle and I fuck off to the next city.
Alright. You go back into the first. The guys kind of like see you blend in. Give me a stealth check.
Natural 20. Oh wow.
You manage to discreetly enter the shadows, your eyes the last thing being seen, and you're gone. Everyone kind of looks around. Jackson Hayes looks over to you guys. Check your pockets for your wallets real quick. Why are we getting all the weird fucks? What's going on here? Did I run over a bag of puppies in a previous life or something? What the fuck's going on? Yeah. So, you guys got on back on the cart and you keep going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
No use in just standing around.
Indeed. So, you guys are gonna keep going over to the next town. It takes you a solid 2 days. You kind of stop at one point. Can you all give me survival checks to find small game and or big game to eat? I'm
21.
waiting.
12.
I'm rolling for Jackson Hayes. He rolls really well. With 18 you told me?
21.
21. You and Jackson Hayes kind of like venture into the forest slightly and you manage to find like a large stag with 4 eyes. Can you both give me an attack roll? I will be rolling for Jackson Hayes. You roll first, given that you have the gun.
Attack would be...
D20.
Yeah, but... score
Plus
ability.
your modifier and your proficiency. It's written on your sheet. Thing in the middle.
25.
12.
Wait, how did you get 25? You're not there! Professional! Yeah, indeed. Hold on. Alright, so... You managed to kind of like Send out a shot, it rings around the forest, reverberating off the trees. Some crows fly in the air for a few moments. And the stag, it's even by just like your base damage alone, it dies. Jackson Hayes does the regular thing where he has to plunge into its side to kill its secondary heart. He is going to do a strength check to pull it back to base. He succeeds. How is it that when I run NPCs they roll well, when I roll for enemies they die horribly? Oh, thank you. Into the alcohol fund. They kind of like drag it over to the next area. He puts it back to base, and eventually the doctor begins like dissecting it, taking out the maggot-filled hearts and whatnot, putting them into vials and other things. So, you guys spend a solid like 3 hours. I'm just gonna like fast forward through this. You get a good meal. He manages to roll well. Yeah. You guys kind of like look around. You cannot give me perception checks. Also, Varius, can you please give me a stealth check?
Of course. Dirty 20.
Alright, the rest of you?
15.
15.
15, both of you?
Yep.
Plague Doctor, yeah, the Plague Doctor does say he rolled a 19 and he's got pretty good stats. As you're like kind of like still stalking the group, you see the Plague Doctor, although he's masked, you see two red eyes under his red tinted lenses follow you as you move around.
I slow down my I fall back a little bit so he can't see me anymore, and then I carry on following.
He still sees you. Each time you come anywhere close, you can instantly tell his eyes are on you. Even when they're on the move, he keeps an eye on you.
I carry on moving casually. I'm not threatening or anything like that. I'm just following.
Alright. Moving onwards. You guys eventually reach the town. You are suddenly stopped by two guardsmen, wearing what I can only describe as the shittiest looking armor imaginable. It seems to be much worse for wear. They do not take care of it. It seems to be rusted metal. Probably if you do attack this person, you'd get tetanus. It's that bloody bad. Their swords, they're okay for what they look like. One of them has like a halberd with the main shaft of the weapon being somewhat gnarled, as well as chipped from battle usage. The other having a semi-bronze sword, what looks to be tainted ore in a way. It's not pure bronze, it's got like some bronze in it, it's got like some iron, it's got what can probably be rat feces implemented in the tool somehow. No one fucking questioned this.
Fuck.
Oi! Come on, you two! Stop there! What's going on then? Jackson Hayes and the Plague Doctor kind of like pull out the reins to stop, and the Plague Doctor hands them like the equivalent of passports in a way in this current settlement. Alright, so they kind of look over and they like look in the back and look at you guys and everything. You see these two look like very grizzled, tired men. Although one of them seems to be quite drunk, he's around in his mid-20s. At this point, he's got like a battle scar going down all the way half his face. And it's not like a battle scar somebody hit him with a sword battle scar, but someone dropped acid on his face. That kind of like reddish tint, and the skin's kind of always irritated kind of deal. And the other person looks like a... how do I put this in terms that I don't get banned on Twitch? Jesus, this is hard. Kind of like a porky face. His beard is very lacking in some places. There's tinges of grey. and he has half his hair sculpted in a way, like somebody has actually gone to town on his actual head and removed part of his scalp. And there's just scar tissue in its place. Alright, you're clear to go in. Don't know why you're coming to our town though. It's just part of the journey. Don't worry about us. You guys got a tavern or something we can stay in for the night? We're pretty fucking knackered. Yeah, we got a tavern. It's fucking hell. It's called Darkhaven. It's home for some pretty shady folk though. I wouldn't recommend it myself personally. Well, if you wouldn't recommend that, what else would you recommend for people like us? If you want my honest opinion, keep going through to the next town. This isn't a great place to be. Thanks for your advice, but we're mighty knackered. So yeah, the Plague Doctor and Fergus. Oh, and sorry, not Fergus, Jackson Hayes. Oh, shut up. I'm having to RP 3 people all at once. I deserve to do a mistake.
Okay.
They move forward into the town and they kind of like put the cart into the other rental area where they get a small refund of gold for returning the horses and the cart in one piece. So yeah. You guys are all told to get off the cart.
Get off the cart and I guess look at what's around us.
This place looks like the equivalent of a slums. The ground is muddy and filled with what can only be described as manure.
This is gonna be fun.
As you walk around, it's very sludge-filled. The sky above you is... it's not great, to say the least. It's very dark, British-looking weather. It's very... It's like, it looks like it's constantly about to rain.
Maltese weather in winter.
No.
We don't have winter, who the fuck are you kidding?
Exactly. I stop them on the way to the tavern.
So you pop your head
You again.
around, and yeah.
Hello again.
Okay, you're definitely stalking us.
Can you stop?
Is this a sex thing?
Is this
What
your
the fuck's
fetish?
going on? Is this your fucking fetish?
No, no, and no.
Deception check.
Say. Oh, 21.
21. Okay, everyone give me an insight check with advantage. You all believe this is his fetish.
Natural 20.
You know this is his fetish. He has a thing for Jackson Hayes.
God fucking damn it.
And as you all know, Jackson Hayes' heart is taken by Fergus. Flashback
No,
to
by
episode
Crow.
1.
No, bragged by Crow.
Oh
Crow
yeah, fucking
Hayes.
Crow. I mixed up the names. I'm a potato.
If you guys are stop gibbering, instead of going to that god awful as a, if you dare call it, a tavern, I have somewhere better.
Go on.
Well, let's just say this: being
Just get to the fucking point. It's getting late.
Fine. Just follow me. I lead them down through an alley.
Do you guys
and-
follow him into a shady-looking alley, knowing that this is his fetish?
I
Actually,
don't
no.
trust him.
No.
We just let him walk by himself.
Exactly.
Or
I'm still
herself.
waiting for you to follow.
Everyone kind of looks, and kind of the Plague Doctor moves slightly towards the doorway of the Darkhaven. And he shakes his head to you guys. The Doctor ain't trusting you, kid. No offense, but even I don't fucking trust you.
Let's just say this: I don't have any ill intent for you.
Yeah, famous last fucking words. Famous last fucking
Deception
words.
check.
Would you actually be lying when you say this?
No, I'm not. I'm being honest.
If you want to do a deception check, Rude, by all means.
Sure.
Oh, this is an insight check. Sorry, not a deception check. My brain is
I'm-
running at like 10%
Yeah,
efficiency.
deception check for him.
No, I'm
He's not
I'm
lying,
not-
so you're just
I'm
trying
not
to
lying.
see if he's telling the truth or not.
I know, fuck all.
You think he's lying for no fucking reason.
Great. How about the other two?
I'm gonna give him an insight. He succeeds. Plague Doctor insight. He succeeds. So can I please have a roll from Crow?
Natural one.
Oh, for goodness sake.
You think he's the largest sex offender within the land? Fucking there some shit. Fucking logic? Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons!
Fine.
You know, we're not into that kind of shenanigans,
I
right?
do not want to have sex with
He's not lying, I'll tell you that much. Still, we ain't got no reason to trust you, kid.
you. If you go in there, you're gonna end up having a lot.
Well, I'd rather go in there than go anywhere with you, given your reputation for a... He kind of like
My-
points at your half-shimmering arm in the what very dim light there are as the stitches almost reach down to your fucking wrist.
I take off my hood and reveal my face and just blatantly state, listen, I'm doing you guys a favor. I'm bored at the moment. I do not want to fuck with you. It's 3v1. Even I'm not that good.
And as you say that, there is a sudden crash as the Dark Haven's window is broken and two large men clamber through it, fighting each other. Hint, hint.
See my point.
One of them kind of stands up. Hello and welcome, Hendrix, to the game.
Son of a bitch.
You kind of like see the guy under you is like fucking unconscious. Not from you punching him, well, yes, that, and the fact that he has a lot to drink. He's got like a bit of spittle going down his cheek. He's
I take
snoring
his gold.
really loudly. Give
take
me
his
a D1 to.
He's
Okay, sleight of hand
unconscious.
check. Sleight of hand
He's
check.
unconscious.
This is more to see if you know where he's keeping his gold.
Fair enough.
You have advantage on it because he is unconscious.
Okay. Sleight of hand, right?
Yep.
19.
With advantage?
Yes, advantage.
You kind of like pick up his pouch. It's got like 2 golds, 4 silvers, and 2 bronze.
Cheapskate.
Well, you probably used more of it to buy drinks, you fucktard! You hear from behind you as like one of the guys begin cheering, having a randy
No
old
one
time.
asked you.
Well, you shouldn't have broken the fucking window. You gotta pay for it.
How much?
It's cheap shit wood around here. Fucking the gold ought to cover it. Just ask Pete. And yeah, like burps loudly. The rest of you kind of like are all seeing this. Like, what the fuck is going on?
No.
Why do we always meet the
as,
weird
as,
ones?
as soon as I see this. Now, this guy looks like a trustworthy fellow.
Oh my.
Insight check.
I just. By the way, remember haunted one.
I know.
So if they look at me in the eye,
I look at you directly in the eye. No.
You,
no.
13.
No.
I think this is a perfectly good fucking idea.
oh shit, the feature for haunted one isn't listed. Oh fuck. This is fine. This is absolutely fine.
Fine then. I look at you directly in the eye.
You wanna describe what happens?
No.
if she,
no,
if she
I
looks
did.
if she looks me in the eye,
Yes.
No.
oh well, nothing bad happens really. It's just that.
Arousal check. No.
no,
I was about to say that.
It's just a harrowing event. Prior to becoming an adventurer, your path in life was defined by one dark moment, yada yada.
You basically feel the PTSD.
No, that's not it. Fuck. Oh, here it is. Heart of Darkness. Anyone who looks into my eyes basically can see that I faced unimaginable horror, and that I'm no stranger to darkness.
So
Though
yeah,
you
they
may-
see the PTSD in your eyes.
Basically, though you may fear me, you may extend your courtesy, and do your utmost to help me.
You see the PTSD in his eyes.
It's okay, Batman.
Yeah. Shut the fuck.
If any of you have played and or like seen Eldritch Horror, where the eyes kind of have like the Cthulhu Eldritch tentacles that slowly drift into the
By
iris,
the
that's
way-
kind of what your eyes look like.
By the way,
Yes.
look at the chat. That's.
I've
very
already
broad.
seen it.
That's very broad. What I look like. Yeah. So, what are you guys looking at?
Varus, would you have stuck around seeing this?
Yeah.
You
and I
can
put
give
my
me a
hood-
perception check real quick, though.
Okay. My perception is. Hey, a natural 20. I'm rolling fucking high tonight. Why can't I do this on the main?
Well, tough fucking shit. You look for a moment at the person and the person under him, and look into the bar with the now man-shaped hole in the side of it, and you can peer inside. You know there are a few faces that wouldn't be happy about seeing you here.
I put my cloak back on, and I end up telling them. So, you seen what just happened? I ain't gonna wait around it. I was honestly just trying to help. Believe it or not. I know a better place to stay, much fucking cleaner than this manure feces.
You know a better place to stay than here? Fuck, I'm in.
Sure, why not? You guys
Uh,
mind?
I'm sorry, mate. I didn't quite catch your name. He's like talking down to you, John.
Wait, how tall is Jackson Hayes?
He's like, let me quickly check on his sheet. I think he's around 6'5".
Oh, okay, because
It's like my IRL height.
Yeah, like I'm around 6.
Jesus
I guess.
Christ.
Oh, you're a tall one.
And
Name's Albion. I just extend out my hand for a handshake.
he kind of like handshakes you and also helps you up slightly. Well,
It's gonna feel better.
I don't know if he wants you to join us or anything, but given we ain't also gotten the best impression of you, kind of at a stalemate here. He kind of like looks at both of you, not really knowing what to make of the situation. The Black Doctor also kind of like shrugs slightly.
Well,
Crow and Fergus, I need you both to make a choice. You are the deciding factors.
Well, this guy seems trustworthy. The other person is a stalker.
Well, we've got nothing else to lose, I guess.
I mean, they can join, I guess. This guy would definitely be useful.
He seems strong.
can I do a perception check on the other two? Just to see
Sure,
exactly
by all
what-
means.
To see what they are and all that.
Sure.
19 plus... Oh, 3. That's 22.
You kind of like see this stitched hand for a moment whilst he's moving his hand around from Varus's character. You see the human with the bag with like a teddy bear sticking out of it.
Sylvie.
Yes, I
Okay,
know. I'm not
carry
gonna
on.
remember your name unless you're gonna remain as a main part of the campaign. Hush.
Continue.
You also see like Jackson Hayes' hand, like shoulder down to his elbow, somewhat bandaged, but he's got like a official uniform, like somebody that's worked for royalty kind of shit.
Right? And what about... Wait, did you do Crow as well? Or is Crow not there?
No, he's there.
Okay, do I see Crow as well?
Yeah, you see Crow. Crow seems fine.
And he's hooded, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Alright, can I have an investigation check on Crow really quick?
Sure.
And that's a natural 20. Fluffy! Huh.
This is to do what exactly?
Huh? Oh, to see about, his race. I got a natural 20 on it.
I need you to give me a stealth check.
No, I'm not gonna try to see. Just try to see if I notice if he's that an elf.
Sure. Can you give me a stealth check?
Okay. And I got stealth. Where is it? Okay. I got a 17.
Alright. So. Wait, why did you roll the stealth check? I meant. What's this? I need, Crow, can you please give me a stealth check to hide your ears?
10
Mm,
total.
you kind of didn't really do a good job of. Actually, you have advantage because you're actually used to this now that I think about it.
14.
14. Alright.
Total.
You
Did you-
kind of like put your hand up and you curl your hair behind your ear and you kind of also smoothen it out so your ears aren't as pointy. But he does manage to see the slight pointed outline of your ear.
Alright. Ah. Well, that's interesting.
You would also know that in this world, I don't know if you've been keeping up with the episodes, elves aren't really that.
I have.
Yeah, so you kind of like know
Yeah,
that elves
that's
aren't
that's
like,
why I didn't just. That's why I just said, I see, and that's it. Oh, it should be interesting. I just have one small question. Well, two actually. First off, I'm assuming that small person over there using the guns is a gunslinger.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Why is she carrying a burned teddy bear? That's my first question. And my second question is, who's tall, dark, and gruesome, as I just point out to the plague doctor?
he kind of like looks down at you slightly confused.
You know he has feelings too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even I think that's a little bit insensitive.
Is he a warlock?
Not that I know of.
That's good enough
He
for
kind
me.
of like opens up his cloak and you see like vials and shit. Like a few
Ah.
wriggly crawlies and you see like potions with different contents swirling around.
A plague doctor. I haven't seen one of those in a while.
He gives you a courteous like wave of the hand and closes his coat back up.
Alright. So, you have that chick, what's her name?
Silver.
The assassin. So, where's this place? Getting tired of drinking piss out of a mug.
Come on, we're losing dark. Follow me.
You mean you're losing daylight?
Oh god, I just breezed. Sorry.
So a stalker and an idiot.
Where does it end?
Trust me,
Professional!
could be much worse.
Indeed.
Yep.
So yeah, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna follow the assassin, apparently.
You don't know I'm an assassin.
Professional dog screaming, everyone.
Do I do an inside check to see if I know that he's an assassin?
You just think he looks shifty as fuck. You can't really tell he's an assassin even with a lid with a 20.
Alright, never mind then.
So yeah, are you guys gonna follow or no?
Sure.
Fine.
You guys go down the dark alleyway.
Wait. This is in game. Did he forget to pay the guy the 1 gold?
Would you have thrown the coin? Would you have thrown the coin that they need to repair the side of the store?
Oh, yeah. I just
Okay.
left it there with the drunk.
Okay.
So I lead them down this alleyway. They're through some twists and turns, and there's a door. No sign whatsoever. I
Okay.
knock on it, and it goes something like, and then all of a sudden,
Totally not shifty at all.
you just hear at the end, And the door. And the door.
Root, I'm gonna mute you, cause dog. Okay, so, alright.
Professional.
Indeed.
And I just end up going to the side, waving my hands inside the door, and tell them, "Welcome to the Shifty Cavern."
At the Shifty Cavern.
Yep.
Can I do a history check, Max?
Sure, by all means.
It's probably a bad roll, but we'll see. History. Okay, 13.
You kind of know that this is what would be the old times equivalent of a speakeasy.
Of a what?
Speakeasy.
Speakeasy.
A
Okay.
hidden bar.
Okay.
Something that they used to do during the Prohibition to avoid being seen by the cops and get arrested.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah. What are you guys gonna do? Root, I am gonna unmute you for a moment. Is your dog quiet? Okay, yes it is. Thank
Yeah.
you. Right, so. What do you guys do? The guy opens up the door, it's very quiet, and you see a stairway leading downwards.
Should we
Again.
trust this?
Totally not shifty at all. Can I do a perception check to see if there's a torch nearby?
Sure.
Okay. I got a total of 12.
There are like torch holders which are already lit, which kind of lead you down.
Okay. I
Wait,
guess
there's
we're
still
going
very leading the way down the stairs.
down. Yep, apparently.
No, I'm not. I went to
Oh.
the side and I went and let everyone go in first. Before everyone goes in, I end up stating, "Do not open your mouth. Do not say anything that would offend someone. You'll be
Oh.
fine as long as you're with me." And I end up showing them a small little, sort of like an emblem
Okay.
attached to my belt.
Okay.
What else could go wrong?
So are you?
After what we've seen today, nothing.
Alright.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. No. No.
No,
I'm a double agent.
Hold on. It's like this. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh,
That's
One on baguette. And I just offended
How
the
did that
small
sound?
portion of my French, of my fucking French audience, or what's left of it.
oh,
my
That dirty language.
Professional.
oh God!
And there goes all my chances for any French audience ever.
Viewers. You're down to 8 viewers now.
It could be worse.
Alright.
I-
How could it be worse?
I don't know. I'm only assuming at this point.
And on that racial joke, that's where we are going to conclude today's session. Now, some disclaimers and other things. As I said, today we had a good amount of viewers, and I'm hoping that we will also get some more traction on the video itself. You are the ones that are going to decide who gets to stay on the show. Will it be A, Intrix, or B, Various? In the next session, both will still be present for the sake of continuing this RP scene, as well as getting some more lore and also other missions that they may do. Do you guys have any questions?
Nope.
Not really.
Just thank you for having me.
Yeet.
Well, us.
Alright, from Fergus and Crow, do you guys have any questions?
Niet.
Not really.
Niet, comrade.
Alright. I will be streaming in about, I'll say, 15 minutes Fallout 1. I am going to be doing a fucktard gameplay, essentially no intelligence gameplay, which is an Easter egg for the game.
Wait. I donated 10.
You donated
Yeah.
5.
What? I donated 10 first. I donated 15 in total.
No, you don't need to.
Actually, wait, I
donated
do have an important
5.
question.
Yes.
Okay.
Where's
There
the
is no
cocoa
cocoa
powder?
powder. Fuck off.
I fucking literally, I end up. No. This
I
happens. This
somehow
happens.
know
He
next
says
session
that
that's
in
gonna
game.
happen.
He says that in RP. I fucking open my bag and throw him a packet of cocoa powder. Somebody told me to.
And on that note, we're gonna end. If you guys want to stick around, in around 15 minutes, I will be streaming Fallout 1, as I said. I hope everyone enjoyed today's session. Sorry it's a bit on the short side. It's longer than last time. We did an hour-long stream, give or take. And yeah, given that we have people missing, I don't really like doing Excel sessions, because it's not really fair on them, because then they have to watch the VOD back, and so on and so forth.
And it's not very professional.
Nothing about
Professional
our
people.
fucking thing is professional, who cares? As long as people enjoy it at the end of the day, it's what makes D&D. It's what makes D&D fun.
Ta-da!
Yep.
True.
So again, go on the channel Rexer400 on YouTube. Find the video which will be named insert Twitch name here, title name here, part 2, and write down in the comments who do you want to see on the show. We will see you probably next week. I am not sure, there are no promises. We don't technically have a schedule because everyone's life is kind of hectic. We're trying to keep it to at least once, and eventually I will be doing twice a week if university permits and all that. So yeah, we will see you hopefully next week. See you.
Bye, people.
Bye bye!